thank you very much, Casanova. Back in 1 minute, I just need to close the back door. No, that's not a euphemism. Right, there we go. Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to your Friday, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're all okay. Over here, I've just gotten back from the dog walk with Lulu, had a quick breakfast in the form of a bagel. I then went out into the garden to discover that my hatred for foxes intensifies when I realised that they have really done a number to my vegetables in my garden. The foxes have decided to start tunnelling in my vegetable plot right where my poor onions are struggling to grow, so... Not only that, but they've trampled my chard, which is a leafy vegetable, and just generally they've just made a mess of the garden. So it's very frustrating because my onions are already not doing very well, and now they're doing really poorly because they're just getting continually uprooted. So yeah, most annoying. But yes, sorry. Before I do anything, stream-wise, YouTube-wise. It's the first week of work on Valheim bullshittery, although technically I started last weekend out of fun. I wanted to do it. So what I've been doing since last Saturday, I've been going through the 100 hours of footage for Valheim, the first playthrough at least. I've got about 490 hours in total. But I took the first 100 hours, and I've chopped it down by Wednesday to about 35 minutes. So my initial rough cut was about 1 hour. I've then taken it down to about 35 minutes, and now I'm sort of adding scenes. I'm going through and I'm generally continually cutting and improving, and just trying to make it look nice and sexy and playable. Truth be told, I really think I should get it like solid and watchable. Hell, I'm even tempted, if I get it to that stage, to even just make a textless cut, and post it up to the patrons and the Twitch subs, if I can get it to that stage. Because a small part of me, a growing part of me, suspects that I might need assistance with this one. If the final end state of the video is 45 to 50 minutes, which I imagine is probably going to be the case, it's going to be very difficult for one man to achieve with my particular editing style, so, 10-minute bullshitteries are lengthy, but manageable for one person. 20 minutes the same, but if we're creeping closer to an hour, that's genuinely very hard. Because it's all done. But sorry, if you just join, it's done by hand. The animation's all done by hand. I mean, I try to do automation as much as I can, but it's quite surprising how resistant game footage is to text tracking and stuff. It depends on the game. It really does depend on the game, but I'll take the advice that the chat gave me yesterday, which is I should do some testing. Let me try to animate a few scenes and see what sort of difficulty we're talking about here. But I'm just looking at the. I'm guessing my hunch is it's going to be quite a monster. Raw, split into parts. From a production perspective, I could do that and it would help, but I don't think it would help the final end product. I think the end product would be significantly less if it's chopped into pieces. Thank you, Taurog, and Anne Palagon, and Westy and Plague. Thank you, all of you. And Christas, and Zoe Huntress, and Casanova. And Rapadio. Holy shit, thank you, all of you. Yeah, well, so, Cozy Canadian, I'll die on the hill to say that editing isn't necessarily hard, it's just time-consuming. It really is a question of, do you have the time? This is one of the things that, I think most people will come to that realization when they see something edited. You'll realize that 1 minute of footage took a few hours to achieve. And if you start getting into double-digit minutes, then you're looking at days, depending on what we're talking about here. Yeah, it's a time sink. Editing is really, do you have the time? Did I try Factorio Space Age? No, not really, Danjo. We did. Our last playthrough of Factorio was not that long ago, a few weeks ago, truth be told, earlier on this year. But frankly, I played a lot of Factorio. But by the time we started to reach the Space Age, I fancy playing a different game. I can't play the same game for weeks and weeks. I need difference. I need change. I need to move on. Yeah. Hey, Lulu. You alright, sweetie? She's staring at me from the doorway. Hang on. Earlier on this morning, I saw a neighbour, and I basically... Lulu was at my feet, sort of out of view, because she was behind a little wall, and my neighbour basically asked how my dog was, and I leaned down and I picked Lulu up like a salmon, displaying a fish. Like, she's right here. And Lulu looked very upset that she was being held up like that, and I sort of wandered over and sort of, like, displayed her. She's on her drugs right now. I think they're just kicking in. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry about that, Doomed 2792. Doom says, I'm still mildly annoyed that you kicked me during Rising Storm. We had to kick someone to make room for somebody, and then Doomed shot me, and as a joke I said, kick Doomed, he just shot me. Sorry about that, Doomed. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Honestly, it's such a shame that the Rising Storm queue mechanic is such wank. It really is total rubbish. Right. Otherwise, yeah, we wouldn't need to kick anyone at all. Alright. Okay. Right. So... sorry, what's that, Powerlicious? Thank you very much, Powerlicious. Well, it's not... I've got more things to consider. Yeah, I can't... my channel's health is suffering considerably. And I live and die based on people's goodwill. Also, Patreon has an exit interview, so I can see what people say when, when they depart the crowdfunding. And I can see that, yeah, big, long-form content is not what people are signing up for. For the most part, they signed up for bullshittery, so, Right. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting tangled in my own cable. Hang on. So, yeah, gotta pivot to shorts, yeah. Right, anyway, so, you gonna settle down, Sweet Pea? Yes, you've had a whole thing full of treats. She's had like 4 or 5 big sticks of treats. She's fine. Maybe SD Peppers, but, sorry, I feel I need to be diplomatic with what I say. I've got to remember that I do ultimately have several different audiences, and they do want different things. I'm speaking to my live stream audience, obviously there's overlap, I'm not saying there's not, but the live stream audience, and then of course there's the patrons and the Twitch subscribers who are a subset of that, and then the YouTube public as a whole. I could post updates publicly on YouTube, but would that reach the people that I need to reach? Hang on. Hey. Yes. Also, I don't know about you, but I've never once checked any YouTuber I followed. I've never checked any development behind the scenes stuff for that at all on YouTube. That's not what I use YouTube for. I don't know if you use YouTube differently, but I just click through the videos that I want. Thank you, Lord Rotter. Okay. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. So, game. What is Captain of Industry? Literally, I know very little beyond the opening trailers and the fact that I'm looking for a Factorio-style game, but I've played too much Factorio. I have played way too much Factorio. I'm so bored of Factorio. I did try Dyson Sphere program last night, but it didn't quite hook me for the 3rd time. So I'm going to try this. For literally first impressions. I know very little. Let's just jump right in then and see what it does. Right. New game. Map selection. Okay, looks a bit tropico. Starting location. Default starting location. Recommended for the first playthrough of this map. A balanced map, great for new or casual players. The first and second starting locations offer easy access to all resources and plenty of space to build a large factory. Later on, create ramps to other platforms to scale up industrial and mining operations. Okay. Hi there, Kevak. Well, sorry, Kelvac even. Hi there, Kelvac. Okay. Armageddon is a nice map. What's that, sorry? Ooh, look at that. A massive island shattered by a cataclysmic impact, with a giant crater at its core and valuable resources scattered around. Lucrative mining opportunities await if you can handle the scale. Armageddon offers a lot of land to work with, giving you plenty of room to grow, with 4 distinct starting locations. It supports a range of playstyles from beginner-friendly to veteran-level challenges. Beginner-friendly? Okay. Why not? It looks visually interesting. Hopefully I won't make a mistake. I mean, beginner-friendly, it does say that in the description. Okay. Right, let's try this. Game difficulty. Captain, okay. Settlements. Reduce resources consumption. Probably go for the middle ground. I don't necessarily want too babyish. Yeah, it does look very tropico so far, doesn't it? Right, casual. What's this? Getting started. Belts and storage units don't require electricity. I see. These like modifiers I can put on. Yes, they are. Okay. Realism. People die from starvation. I don't know. What do I want? Don't do resource boost. Casual. Okay. Let's just go in, I guess? Sexy egg. There we go. Right. Sexy egg game seed. Lovely. Okay. Oh, where's she gone? Dog. Okay, launch game. Here we go. Right. Yeah, there's another Tropico. 7 just got a new trailer. Alright. Let's go. Hang on. Yeah, so sorry, for those passing straight through the stream, working on Valheim bullshittery. Going quite well. Still doing the initial cut. So I've got like a... I googled the term. Apparently it's an assembly cut is what I'm doing. So the initial structure and shape of it. For example, this morning I realised that I was watching through the video and it hard cuts from with speaking on the land to suddenly we're in a boat that we've never seen before. And I thought, okay, wait, that's weird. You know, we need some sort of transition into a boat. So that's what I'm sort of doing. I'm sort of going, okay, let's find something funny where 3 of us run down a jetty into a boat and then Duck slips and falls in the gap between the jetty and the boat and drowns. You know, that sort of stuff. Thank you, Daigor. And then from there, it's like, okay, now we can do the jokes on the boat that were recorded in the live stream. Oh, here we go. Okay, what's this? Welcome, Captain. Captain, we found the island we've been searching for. It is not on the map. Our ship took a lot of damage and we need major repairs in order to sail again, but we should be safe here. Besides our initial supplies, we are starting from scratch. We should manufacture construction parts to be able to build our infrastructure, grow food to feed our people, and find a way to make fuel for our vehicles. Oh my god, it's actually in English. The island looks abandoned, but it has plenty of natural resources that we could use. There are even some abandoned buildings around that we could disassemble for scrap. Also, we should set up a research lab, basic, so we can reinvent all the technologies we took for granted for so long. We found out about a settlement nearby that we can trade with in case we run out of something. They can deliver the goods to us once we have a trading dock. The entire crew is counting on you after everything we've been through. Good luck. Been through together. Good luck. Okay. So, what are we talking about here? Is there a pause function? Yes. Let's just pause it for a moment. Alright. Does look very tropico so far. What are we looking at here? Abandoned communication station. Okay. Pickup trucks. Are these like my individual construction workers? I wonder. So this is the boat. The ship. Okay. Right. So, obviously, you might have to be patient with me because I have no idea. How come? Okay, lovely. Ooh, big. Right. Hi there, Ketty Spikes. Hi there, indeed. I know you don't run ads, but you've had to watch 5 of them the moment you click me live. The platform has become absolute ass. Yes, it has indeed. it's been, yeah. Forgive me, Ketty, but here I can tell you that on this side, they don't give you many options when it comes to... They do give you options for people who sub. So once you sub, I can disable all of them. Just disable them, switch them all off. But the trouble is they give you pretty much two paths that you can walk when it comes to people who are not subs, which is you either get spammed adverts at the beginning, or you get spammed a minute of adverts every 20 minutes, I believe. Which is a lot of adverts when you think about it. So, probably best to just get rid of them at the start and then never have to worry about them again. Sorry. Right, so okay, so build a coal maker and connect it to a smokestack. Assign trucks to tree harvester. Start harvesting trees. Okay. So, smelting, food production, power production, waste management, buildings, housing and services, transport, terraforming, forestry, message center. Okay. Aha. Lovely. Okay, tree harvesting. We'll start there then. Thank you, Riker. To designate trees to be cut, select the Tree Designation tool, H key, 1, and drag your cursor over a forest. Tree harvesters will automatically start harvesting any designated trees. Click on the tree harvester and assign it at least one truck so you can unload the harvesting tool. Unload the harvested wood. Once trucks are loaded with wood... Oh, look at that! Separate logs? Okay. Once trucks are loaded with wood, they will deliver it to a nearby storage or any machine that requires wood. Okay. So, designate the tree. Select the tree management tool with H, which will designate these trees. Ta-da! Trees have been designated. Okay. Unpause it. Whoops. Did I just undo it? Nope, we did not. We're fine. I see. It's a toggle. Oh, look at that. Okay. Tree harvester. Oh, look at that. Cool. It's actually deforming the... it's changing the texture on the terrain. A desire path. That could be interesting. Thank you, Callie Gator. Okay. So, sorry, I will stick a flagpole in the ground again. I know that I do this a lot, chat, but for those who are not familiar, for me it's quite important if you see the individual resources, you see the details. Devil's in the details. Ooh. So, yeah, any idiot can just make a Unity game that just walks up to a thing, hits a thing, and then makes a number go from 0 to 1. Devil's in the details. Okay. So, assign a truck. Oh, yes, of course, sorry. That shift. Sorry, how do I know when it's... There we go. So I just want to make sure I don't lose track of what I'm doing. So that's... Okay, harvesting tool. What was it again? Messaging center. F2. Okay, so tree harvesters will automatically start harvesting. Click on at least one truck so it can unload the harvested wood. So large tree harvester. Let's have a look. Aha. Okay, assign one pickup. All right. And then will it follow the same desire path or make its own? Looks like it's making its own. Oh, look at that. Less so because it's a wheeled vehicle. Thank you, Dre Blue. Okay. So it lowers it down. Oh, look at that. There we go. Okay. I see little wood logs. That's a good sign so far. Not just a box with an icon of wood on it. Looking at you, Timberborn. Okay. Oop, okay, that's not so good. Right, I see. Does that mean it lacks a place to put the wood? Okay. Right, so start harvesting trees. Sorry, what was the next part about it? It said... okay. So once trucks are loaded with wood, they will deliver it to a nearby storage or any machine that requires wood. Okay, so let's just put a pin in that. Iron... So what's the fact? So build a coal maker... okay. Coal maker. First objective, a coal maker. Okay. Smelting. Blast furnace. Okay. Iron and copper. Power production. Diesel generator. Research, what's that? Lab basics. Terraforming. Forestry. Coal maker, here we go. So it's under the forestry tab. Use wood to create coal, but it's quite inefficient. Isn't it charcoal? Well, okay. Charcoal. Okay, what does that mean? So 18 logs, 60 seconds makes coal and smoke, I think? Okay, so let's stick it here, I guess? I don't know. And press R. Okay, we can, maneuver it. Right, unpause. Blueprint. Let's see what happens now. Do we have... Okay, there we go. So the pickups... Oh, look at that. Okay, right, okay. I'm seeing separate resources. Wait, let me just pause it. So what is on you then? What is that? Construction parts, they're called. Okay. Yeah, okay, no. Good. Lots of details. It's not just the building slowly turning and just, you know, being textured in. Okay. Right, waiting for product. Oh, look, there we go. Okay, so the truck is automatically driving over here. Okay. Action is underway. Now, is it going to make a separate stack of resources? Like a pile of coal or something? I don't know, Shiro. This is quite literally my first ever fucking go. I have no idea. Okay, so there we go. So 60 seconds. So it's going to make 7.5 units of coal. What for? Oh, what was that? Was that the output? Okay. Alright. Oh, I need to assign 2 trucks to the tree harvester, apparently, as part of the objective. Here we go. Some more wood is being delivered. That truck is now serving that thing. Okay. Produce coal. Right. I presume it has been produced. So build a blast furnace and connect it to the metal caster. Okay. So does that mean it doesn't have anywhere to put it? Is there like a storage room or something? Waste management, power production, food production, smelting, terraforming. Oh wait, world map. Oh, what's this? Is that the island we're on, maybe? What's that? Home island. Okay. I need a smokestack. Oh, what, for the coal place? Okay, let's have a look then. Diesel generator. Output is full. Oh, I see. Is this the output? Not enough space for output. Is that smoke? I see. A smokestack allows release of gases into the atmosphere. Some gases, such as exhaust, cause pollution. Okay. Ah, I'm with you. Okay. Oh, is there even a pipe system? Right. Seems so, Crash. Yes. Here we go. So the next pickup's on its way. Okay, so I presume... Oh, look at that. Okay, so it's that diesel. Alright, then. There we go. Good to hear it, Sonny. Enjoy Valheim with your friend. It's well worth it, I tell you. Just stick with it. Don't do any forward reading either. Just, you know, experience it. Play it through as best you can privately. You know, without guidance. Yes, this is just the soundtrack, SD Pepper. Is it too loud? I can turn it down. Okay, hang on. So smoke is going to the environment. And is that coal? This output here? Does it need to go into like a conveyor belt or a box or something? Okay. Well, we'll see, Messi. I mean, thus far I'm getting like strong Tropico vibes so far. More so than Factorio. We're not making copper wires or whatever. Iron ingots. Or iron plates or whatever. Yet, I'm sure. Okay, well, bear with. We'll literally play for 25 minutes. Right, blast furnace. Okay, so smelts various materials such as iron and copper. So build a blast furnace. The output is a molten material that needs to be sent via molten channels. Via molten channel transport, for instance, into a caster for further processing. Molten materials cannot be transported via trucks. Okay. So, I'll just take a moment to look at that then. So what am I looking at? Molten. Okay, let's stick it here. Okay. What does that say? What does it require then? So just build components which are coming from the ship. Alright. Right. There we go. But yeah, so things over here are fine. Just working on the Valheim bullshittery. Lulu's fine. Went for walkies this morning. Nothing amazing really happening. Just on with the... It's been a very normal work week. Just, I wake up, I stream, go do work, stream, then go to bed. It's really been it. So, yeah, it's a living. Right. I don't really have anything currently on the horizon. Well, I'll tell you what I need to do this weekend. I need to get my vegetables sorted. I need to dig out the... Oh, look at that. Okay, hang on. Sorry, what was that? I see. So the trucks are filling up with coal. Shame that there's collision. Yeah, they're colliding into each other. That's not good. Right, so where's the input then? Is that it there? 24... No, wait. Iron scrap. Coal. 60 seconds. Produces molten iron. And I guess that's pollution. Yes, okay, so it needs a smokestack, does it? Okay. Right. Am I going to sort them on a veggie table? Yeah. Okay, what was that? Sorry, it took resources from somewhere, didn't it? Okay. I wonder if I can output the coal directly into it. Is there like a conveyor belt or something? Or is it all just trucks? Transport. Oh, look at this. Pipe connectors, pipes. Transporting liquids and gases. Right. So molten connector connects multiple channels and distributes products between them. Okay. Molten channel. Transport molten products. Okay. So... Whoops. So here we go. So we're beginning our conveyor belt phase, are we? So I don't know why I'm taking this. Nope. Yes. Nope. Control. Enter, maybe? Escape? Nope. Fuck ass. I fucked it. Shift R F. Oh, just double click left mouse. There we go. Okay. There we go. How's Lulu, says Messi. Yeah, she's okay. Hang on, I'll just get her on the thing. Yeah, again, as I keep saying, she's just very frail at the minute. Hang on. Where is she? Bloop. Look at her. What do you think? Do you think she's stressed? Oh, fuck it. Yeah, she's hanging in there. See that big pink lump on her right hand, on her right arm? Yeah, she's a lumpy girl. She's got a bunch of cysts. Yeah. But she's hanging out. She's getting some lovies. She's getting some treats. This morning we went just over to a park where we sat beneath a tree in the shade, and I sort of threw her ball very, very gently. Previously I'd throw it quite far, but now I threw it like just a couple of meters or something, and then made a big fuss when she came back with it because she can't make it very far. So she sort of lazily wanders up and sort of picks it up and then gingerly carries it over for a treat. Yeah. All of her legs are hurting now, so yeah, everything's just a bit difficult. But she's doing her best. She's doing her best. Right, hang on. Okay. Right, so we're building a molten channel then. I mean, sorry, can I just... Yeah, so far so good, especially early on. If we're seeing the different resources... I mean, if literally the first thing you build are three distinct types of resource. So we saw wood on the truck. I presume this is like aggregates or whatever, like coal or iron ore filling up and filing down from these canisters. Are we about to see a third one in the form of... What do we need? What's that? Sorry. Output. Molten ore. Not enough space for the output. Exhaust. I wonder what that means. Hopefully, Mystic. Yeah, I'm looking... yeah, hopefully I can get another dog after Lulu. Yeah. Read the instructions. Yes, of course. So build blast furnace and connect to metal caster, 0 of 2, and smoke stack. Metal caster. Let's have a look. Metal caster. Cast molten metal into slabs. Okay. So let's have a look. So what does that say? So slabs go out there. Molten metal goes here. Should we put one like here for now? And then send... Oh, what was that? Sorry. Dumping designation. Sorry, what am I looking for? I'm being dumb. There we go. Molten channel. So should we send that way? Double click. Yes. Oh, look. Okay. Molten metal. All right, then. Wait, is Lulu no more, says Winter. See for yourself. She's on standby mode until dinner, or until breakfast. Or lunch, I suppose. She's had some snacks. She's on low power mode. Also, she's full of drugs right now. She's full of painkillers, so she's snoozing. Okay. Yes, I suppose you're right. How rude of me to talk about the next dog. Okay, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, right. Okay, yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. That's what we want. Little custom animations showing what the building is doing. There we go. And does each one become a separate object? There we go. So do they go da-da-da, and then they're all like separate objects on the conveyor belt? It's not just it goes in, then it shakes a little bit, and then it says 5 iron produced. That, and... Okay, lost a couple of points there, but still, it's, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Still, we can see what the building is doing. I think it would have been cooler if they stayed, you know, wait for output and connect their output, and it would have been like, you know, you see them all file off. Yeah, pretty damn good. Okay. Right, so presumably... So metal caster. So 12. What happens now? Is there like a... I don't know, like a thing where the trucks park or something? Pick it up. Dumping, destination, housing. Okay. Right. So build a blast furnace 1 and connect it to a metal caster 2. Yeah, okay, we'll build a second one then. Gotcha. So, metal caster, same orientation. That way. Then hook up this here. Right. There we go. Road infrastructure and parking is not a thing. Is it not? Seems strange. Like, you would get the impression with these desire paths that perhaps, like, you would pave them over time or something. You know, speed things up. At least that's the impression I'm getting. Take care, Messi. Enjoy Stardew Valley. Try to avoid talking to the weirdos. Okay, there we go. Alright. Cool. So, iron production. Collect a reward. What's my reward? Oops. No? Or jet storm is my reward. Okay. What's this? New message. A world exploration dumping. Okay, getting started. So iron scrap. So let's have a look. The blast furnace allows smelting products such as ores and scrap into molten materials. I think we've read that, haven't we? Build a blast furnace. Connect them using molten channels. Okay, build and attach a smokestack, which is what we've done. Since you don't have access to coal mining yet, build a coal maker to produce coal from wood. Okay. Watch the furnace recipe in progress, whilst trucks automatically supply it with iron scrap. Okay. So, on that note, where is the iron scrap coming from? Is it like a... Okay, there we go. So, cargo at the shipyard. So, what's this here? Copper, diesel, rubber, construction parts, what was that? Mechanical parts, vehicle parts, electronics, and coal. Okay. The icon for scrap? I did not see it. Maybe it's a pile somewhere? The broken building next to the smelter. What, this thing? I see it. They're just taking it automatically, are they? Right. So 792 scrap, and what's that then? Concrete slabs. Right. Okay, okay. Right, so... Wait, so surely someone owns that building. What's this over here? Housing. This is housing? It doesn't look like housing. Those are containers. What poor bastard... Jesus. Poor bastards are living in containers? That won't do. 80 men? 90 men in total. Jesus, it's awful. There's a really fun... Sorry, off topic entirely, but there's this really fucking funny Reddit post where someone talks about taking one of these containers, or similar containers. So imagine a shipping container like this. And then there's this big sort of DIY build your own man cave. And what he's done is it's in America. He's used sort of big diggers to dig a big hole in his back garden. And then he's buried a cargo container after filling it full of like cool entertainment systems and all that. And then he's covered it up with soil, so it requires like a trapdoor ladder to get down into it. And the top post from Reddit is basically a guy saying, "Hi, Buzzkill McBuzzington here," like he's a such and such engineer or whatever, saying that you've just made a death trap. And he basically lists all these reasons why this thing is a fucking death trap. Because, okay, no easy fire escape. So contain location with flammable materials. No easy fire escape. What if there's a medical emergency in there and the emergency services have to get you out? You know, having to get someone unconscious out through a tiny trapdoor who, you know, they can't move is difficult. It requires specialist equipment, so you have to notify them in advance, which you can't do because you didn't get building regulations to build the thing, did you? Because no one would sign off on a shipping container buried beneath a garden. There's no ventilation, so there's going to be a build-up of noxious gases in there, potentially fatal. So you could just go straight down one day, potentially just pass out. And what was the other thing that was a problem? Basically, there's a reason why we have building regulations for safety, because you can't have like more than a few people in there, because if there's what happens if there's an emergency and you have to get out? Like 6 or 7 people need to get out quickly up a tiny ladder. And the final funny moment is that someone did a little. They could see on the pictures, they could see the number of the cargo container. Apparently you can just search for them. Apparently there's a big public database where you can search for containers to see their history, because obviously they're valuable. Containers are valuable, you know, the container themselves. And they did a quick call, and apparently it was used to move pesticides. So it's like, okay. So yeah, if you're going to do the whole container thing, fine. Just put it on the surface where you can easily fucking escape in an emergency and have ventilation and all that. Yeah. Anyway, so it's a really it's a really high best of comment on Reddit, because it's like, you didn't think this through at all, did you? Anyway. In like if it were like a holy shit absolute emergency type situation, like a bunker or whatever, fine, but he's trying to build like an entertainment man cave. No woman is ever going to go into the buried shipping container accessed by a trap door. Forgive me, I believe that is the point. Build a farm on fertile ground. Let's have a look. Okay. Build a farm on fertile ground. Let's have a look. Right. What was the button? F2. Okay, so scrap metal, so trucks. So trucks are the most versatile option to transport products on the island. They can transport almost every product except molten materials or hot gases such as steam. Sorry. Should I say this bit? Fuck it. So I need to be vague, but I was reviewing the Valheim footage, right? And as we were playing Valheim, there was this bit where I had to. We were in the Mistlands, and I had to come up against like multiple seekers, which are these insects, and it made me laugh, and I sort of went grr at the same time when I charge into battle against 3 insects, right? And then the person that was with me ran the other direction, and suddenly I was fighting them alone, and it was suddenly way worse than one person can handle. And after I inevitably died, I was like, where was my team? And they're like, it's okay, it's not anyone's fault, we're a team. I was like, yes, like I fought them so. I can see on the footage the person just looks at it and goes nope, and just turns around. I'm like, oh god. Yeah, so I was sitting there sort of grinding my teeth going, why did you run? Anyway. Right. Trucks can get very busy if there are lots of jobs. You can see the current load in the overview panel in the top left of the screen. Can I? Oh, I need to open it, I guess. You can see, if the load is high, consider building more trucks or automating product delivery building pipes and conveyors. When trucks become too busy, deliveries that are critical to your factory operation may not be completed on time. To help with this, you can set higher priorities on places where products are needed the most. The lower the number, the higher the priority. Okay, so where is that? Let's have a look. Click on that building. So metal caster. What is that? Then here. Trucks can export. Is this it? There we go. Priority. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. So trucks. Good. World exploration. You can use your ship to explore the world map. Oh. You can discover supplies to bring back to your island, other settlements to trade with, world mines to exploit, and more. To start exploring, open the world map with the tab key, select a destination 1 and click explore. Once the ship arrives, it will start exploring. Exploration takes some time and you will be notified when it is complete. All the items that your ship brings will be automatically unloaded to the shipyard. Just make sure that the shipyard has enough free space. So is it a little bit like Dyson Sphere program? Can you check out other maps and maybe move resources between them? The ship needs fuel to travel, and exploration of new locations requires an additional amount. Okay. Enemies and pirates. Okay, there are enemies in this game. Some areas may be occupied by enemies or pirates. You cannot pass through these areas or explore them unless you defeat the pirates first. If your ship has no weapons equipped, it will automatically try to escape. Otherwise, the battle will start. Ooh, okay. Right. Dumping waste. Okay. So build a waste collection and attach it to your settlement. It will automatically store waste generated by the settlement's population. Set up a dumping designation, Z, anywhere on the island. You're trying to just a pile of rubbish. Okay, pick up waste from waste collection and dump it on the ground. Okay. Right. Alright. So, how are we doing here? What does that mean? The truck is full, or maybe it's looking for a place to dump the wood, but it can't. So coal maker, 18. I see, is the green bar its input? So 12 of 40. So what happens when it reaches the top? Is that the amount of, like, loads it's got? Right. Hang on. Maybe? Don't know. Exhaust. What's full? The coal. Okay, yeah, so we need to continue the process. So build a farm on fertile ground. Let's have a look. Farm. Waste management, buildings, housing, power, food production. A farm. Allows growing various crops, can be used for food production. This farm depends on rain only. To supply water from external sources, it needs to be upgraded. Okay. Build a farm. How can I tell where the fertile ground is? Is it green like Tropico? I'm guessing so. Guessing this is probably fertile ground. Alright. Yes. We need some Zeus turrets. Yes. Alright. So sorry, for those just joining the stream, I'm giving this a go for the first time. I'm getting very strong Tropico vibes. I think it's mostly the trucks, isn't it? And the trucks in the green island. Currently more Tropico than Factorio. Maybe that will change. Oh, Jesus. I don't think... Okay, this is what happens when you bulk buy the tarp and the fucking scaffolding. Nah, it's fine. We'll just put it over... Jesus Christ! Just build a fence around the side. You don't... Oh, never mind. Okay. Right. Waiting for rain. Waiting for water or rain. So water plus fertility equals potatoes. I have potatoes growing in my garden. Need to go dig them up soon. Okay. So soil moisture currently 0. That's the UK. Right. Wait for the first harvest of potatoes. Start a power production plant by building a diesel generator. So power now. Let's have a look. A diesel generator burns diesel to create electricity. Okay. Should we just stick it here then? Or put it nearby. And then give it a smokestack, one presumes. Smokestack. Wait until it's built. See where it is. Are they going to turn out like my cabbages? Yeah. Half rotten. Bring some water from the sea. You're on an island. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Just pick it up with a bucket. Pour it there. What do you mean it takes 10 kilowatt hours of energy to make a single litre of water? Wait, is that true? Something. Is it 4? I can't remember. Is it 4 kilowatt hours? It's something crazy. It's like, holy shit. Hang on. I looked it up a few weeks ago. How many kilowatt hours energy for 1 litre of water? Bear in mind that the average household uses between 130 to 160 litres of water daily. To heat 1 litre of water... Oh, wait, sorry. So producing or treating 1 litre of drinkable water takes... Oh, really? Way less than I expected. 0 point something kilowatt. Huh. Apparently I'm a liar, pants on fire. I was under the impression that it takes quite a bit. What? You don't use 60 litres per day? Says Silence. Well, 130 to 160 is the average for a household. Daily. So we're talking shower, dishwasher, whatever. Right. Diesel generator. So what? Diesel goes in. Electricity and air pollution. So let's give it a smokestack. Where? The diesel goes in there. Okay. Am I missing something? Oh, air pollution. Hang on. Plus. No, it's the different icon. Okay. Right, so build a research lab. Okay, so presumably we need to actually transfer the power via, like, cables or something. Okay. Hi there, badass monkey. Does the game facilitate pumping industrial quantities of raw sewage into otherwise pristine ecosystems? I hope so. Fingers crossed. We'll pour it straight into the crater over here and it will fill up with human shit over time. All the way to the top. And then when it gets to the top, we'll pretend that it's not going to be a problem and then foist the problem onto the next generation. And then call them names over social media. We'll give them like a catchy name like Zoomer or something. And pretend that everything is their problem. Research lab basic. Hang on. So conduct basic research without requiring any equipment. Additional labs increase research speed. Stick it there. Baff says it used to be 20 kilowatt hours per 1 meter cubed of water. Nowadays it's around 2.5 to 3.5 kilowatt per 1 meters cube of water. Wait, liters of water. That's quite a bit though, to be fair. Okay. Right. Research lab. Right, so... no research. Start research. Okay. So do they just... Oh, okay. Hello. Oh, okay. Hello. Hello. Fucking hell. Fuck me. What the... Jesus, that's the size of this tech tree. My God. Right, okay then. Interesting. It's huge. That's what she said. Okay. Right, basic farming. So these are the ones we know. So pipes are great. Imagine hauling all of that with a truck. Right. Maintenance. Alright then. Sorry, what? Does it just say research anything? Hang on. How do I get out of here? Farming. Nope. What do I want? No new messages. So wait for the first harvest of potatoes. Research construction. Okay? Research construction. Start new research. Maintenance. Construction. Here it is. So production of basic construction parts. So to do that, assembly. Aha, here we go. The assemblers. Iron plus wood plus concrete slabs equals construction part. And then presumably these are different recipes. For mechanical parts and electronics. Alright. Let's give it a welly. Alright. Yeah, that's a bit boring. Just a building with a bar going up. 1 second, just hydrating. Oh, here comes the rain. Oh, look at that. Your potatoes are flowering. Good, good. Right. Soil moisture is increasing. I think so, Spaceman, yeah. Alright. Next harvest in 0.5 months. Okay. Current research. Right, there we go. Crack on. When am I going to play armor? Don't know, still cold. Don't know. Just kind of do them impromptu. So waste is piling up, apparently. Okay, we need to do something about that. Build waste collection. Waste collection. So collect general waste from the attached settlement to prevent it from piling up in the settlement and causing health concerns. Is that one there already? Oh, that's food in, is it? Okay. So we'll... Gotcha. Okay. I get you. So the settlement... Right, so it's like an attachment onto the side of the housing. And we need to upgrade this housing, man. You can't just have containers. It's inhuman. And presumably... Well, hang on. We'll see if they're both connected. We'll see if this one services both. Hey, darling. Whoopsie. You're right, my darling. She's doing the Superman thing. Right. Okay, so waste collected. Working. Let's have a look. Okay, so by the looks of things, both of them have been serviced by the same one. Alright. So is that the waste? Oh, cool. Is it its own separate entity that's building up? I think so. Right. Okay, first impressions, so far good. I'm pleased that it's not just aping Factorio again, and we're just making copper wires and, you know, copper wires, iron plates, copper iron gears. Of course, there's still time for that, I imagine. I mean, we literally just made iron. Right. So everything's frozen because we're waiting for the construction. So research construction, 67%. Wait, is it literally paused? No, it's not. All right. Hi there, still cold. Hi there indeed. Thank you very much. Yeah. Right. Weirdly, I've still got a shit ton of clips for PUBG. I don't know if they'll ever be relevant. Right. It didn't grab me, Nick. Didn't grab me. Okay, so we are getting diesel, presumably bought in via the trucks. Alright. Paolo just says, I'll have you know, Soviet, that when I was on deployment, we had to sleep in a 20-foot container with 2 people per container. It's really not that bad. On deployment? As in, as part of the army? Yeah, no, that's fine. Forgive me. It's fine for like a fucking soldier or whatever. But for like living? Your life? No. No. Oh, yes, of course. Collect a reward. What was the reward? I didn't see it. No, I know, Space. I know, but it's not acceptable, though. Forcing people into industrial containers. Thank you, Dave. Right, build assembler. Here we go. Right, so we can now build. So, assembler. Let's have a look. Waste management, buildings, power production, assembler. So assembly 1. Okay, so let's just put one here, maybe? There we go. Right, there we go. Waiting for material delivery. Yeah, what else is going on? Yeah, things are fine. Just working on the Valheim. Bullshittery. Dog's fine. Yeah, but a pretty standard working week over here. Thank you, Anxiety Man. Thank you very much, Anxiety Man. Right, okay, so select a recipe for the assembler. Right, so what is that? Recipe, no recipes. Set recipe. Okay, so let's start with construction parts. So it requires wood and iron and concrete slabs. Okay. So there we go, so they're off to go collect them. Okay, so yeah, look. Obviously logs, obviously slabs, obviously iron, yeah. Different resources with different textures, which you can see being consumed and stacked. Good. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit boring just seeing a thing move up and down. Okay. Construction parts. There we go. 4 out of 40. So far, so good. So produce construction parts 8. Speaking of things moving up and down, says SD Peppers. Right. Oh yeah, sorry. Speaking of things moving up and down, my fucking spanner. My fucking spanner has gone all the way to the fuck. Okay, sorry. From the top, very briefly, I've been so annoyed recently by the number of times in the United Kingdom that I've been caught out by drop shipping, which is to say a fake online shop that is actually a middleware layer that is putting in an order with the real shop, which is in China or something. Because I, eager not to get caught out again, put in an order for a very particular type of spanner. It needs to be a certain width to sort of wrap around the bolts of my underfloor heating system, but also thin enough so that I can reach my hand in, because it's very cramped in there. I can't actually get the real spanner in. So I put in an order for one, but before I did, I checked the website, .co.uk. It was in English pounds. Everything seemed to be a UK website, because I wanted this thing by this weekend to do the thing that I wanted to do. And then all of a sudden I see the FedEx notification telling me that it's in Eindhoven, the Netherlands. It was another dropship thing. And so shortly afterwards, days afterwards rather, Eindhoven being processed. Eindhoven, where is it? Oh, the airport, clearing customs 3 days later. Heathrow. I'm like, okay, going through customs, cleared customs. Where is it now? All the way, it's not Basildon? Basingstoke? Like, it basically went around the M25 from Heathrow, which is on the west side, all the way around the M25 to the east side of London, where it ended up in a FedEx centre, because I can see all this, it's giving me the tracking data. Then, it said, handed over to the Royal Mail. So it wasn't even with the company that's going to do the delivery, we're still in European shipping. So handed over to the Royal Mail. Where is it now? The Princess something or other packing centre. Where is that? Oh, it's back near Heathrow again. It's gone from the east of London back through to the west London. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Up and down and back and forth and left and right and just... Would have been fine if I'd gone and clicked the thing and it said this will take like more than a week because it's going to be coming in from, like, you know, the Netherlands. Fine, cool. Then I would have been like, all right, well, I'll wait a week then. But it's because I feel lied to is why I'm whinging. It was never from the UK to begin with. Oh yeah, I'll fucking piss myself when it arrives and it's the wrong spanner. No, I won't piss myself. I'll fucking ejaculate rage. Yeah. Too Cute says your package took a round trip to Canada. Wait, Too Cute, where are you? Are you anywhere near Canada? You're like Singapore. The UK. Just went over the Atlantic briefly for a cuppa. Okay. Right, sorry. Okay, so cool. Okay, so assembly. So making the construction parts. Right, okay. So I'm noticing, yeah, I mean, obviously we see that. I'm guessing that probably roads are going to turn up as a major part of the logistics system. No conveyor belts yet. Okay. So what's this? So 0 logs. That's coal. Oh, look at this. Okay. That's iron. Construction parts. That's copper. All right. So designate a dumping zone for waste. All right. So dumping zone, waste management. Yes, no? Terraforming forestry. Message center. World map. No. I think I'm dumb. Hang on. Assembly. Oh, look at that. Fluid. Smokestack. I see, it's just a filter. Housing and services. Transport. Have I stared right at it? Surely it'd be under waste management. I'm looking for a little picture of a truck, like tipping stuff over. There. Dumping. It's under terraforming. There we go. Don't know. Stick it like down here, maybe for now. I guess. Right. So select designate a dumping zone for waste. So that's it building up, is it? There we go. Collected 60%. Martin says, you bought camo pants for Airsoft 3 days in a row. They gave it to a delivery driver heading to a completely different region. Yeah? I remember I ordered a burger, and I watched the tracking details for the burger get closer and closer, and I was really hungry at the time. I hadn't had dinner, and I watched it sail right past me and continue down the road, at which point it said, delivery complete. And then I realised that the dude just went home. Dude just fucking grabbed my burger and went home. Oh, collect reward. What does it say? Reward to collect. So 50 wood, 60 machine parts, and 30 construction parts. Alright. Oh yes, I also had that awkward moment on my doorstep when I put in an order for a takeaway a few years ago, but in the United Kingdom they started doing that thing where you had to give a code. I presume because deliveries kept getting stolen. And it was, you have to give the code, and of course the lady was on the doorstep trying her best to explain to me in not English first language what she wanted. And I was like, code? What code? She was like, number, code. I'm like, what? What do you want about? And I had to then go up and awkwardly try and find out what, there was a code? Oh, apparently there is a code. Sorry, I didn't pass the objective. Did I not complete the... Oh, is it out of range, maybe? Dumping designation. Do I need to assign a truck to it, maybe? Dump waste, 0 out of 20. I know not. Okay, research... Sorry, what's this? Research trading dock. Okay. So start new research, the trading dock. Let's have a look. Trading dock. So allows trading of various goods with villages on the world map. All the products you trade are delivered to the trading dock. Also, trading can be a lifesaver if you run into a shortage of critical products. It is advised you always have a trading dock available. Maybe a little bit like Banished? Maybe? Shit. Argue with Just Eat, eventually refunded, in their words, as a one-time act of good faith. Bastards. Oh, really? Hang on a minute. Sorry, I need to put the chat on my phone because it's hard to read, because it's another game that I can't easily minimize. Hang on. Okay. So farming. So farms grow crops which can be used in various places, but primarily to feed your people. However, crops don't grow for free. They consume both water and fertility. Soil water levels are replenished by rain, which is usually sufficient for crops with low water demand, such as potatoes. However, rain is not a reliable water source, and crops may yield less or even dry out if they don't get enough water. Hang on. Having an external water source is vital for reliable farming. This requires upgrading farms with irrigation systems, unlocked through research. Irrigated farms only consume water when the soil is dry, so externally supplied water does not get wasted. Okay. Right. Hang on. There we go. Chat's on my phone now. Okay, so dumping zone for the waste. Is it paused? No, it's not paused. Everything's frozen. Okay. Right. Research trading dock, that's underway. Research maintenance. Okay. Is there a storage, like, thing that I can build? Power production, diesel generators, terraforming forestry. Yeah, the dumping zone is not functional. I know not why. Hang on. Terraforming, dumping zone, +3. Whoops. Remove it. Just stick it next to us then, for now. I can always move it. Alright. Dumping designation. Make it higher or dump it into the sea. Is that a thing? Oh, apparently it is a thing. What does that mean? -4. You need to make a change. Is there a confirmation that I'm missing? Or do I double click it? Oh, Q and E to adjust the height. Oh, I see. Oh, it's the elevation. Aha. Right, so... What, 0? Maybe? Is that what I want? Okay. And then... That's interesting. Why slope? What's that about? Terraforming. Terraforming. Could that be a feature of the game? Is there a tutorial on the waste? I clearly have not... I'm clearly missing something vital, aren't I? Hang on. So build a waste collection and attach it to your settlement. We've done. Select a dumping designation, so Z, anywhere on the island. Okay. Dumping designation. Your trucks will automatically pick up waste from the waste collection and dump it on the ground. To learn more about dumping, see the dumping tutorial. Note that the amount of general waste your population produces depends on the amount of supply they get when and whether they recycle. Okay. So what's going on here? Is the orange arrow? Should I be seeing that? Hang on. Let me just stick one literally next to it. Like, literally here. What happens? Hang on. Q and E. 0. Maybe up 1? Oh, I see. Is it under the ground? Is it +3 elevation by default? Okay, that's the surface. Okay. Right. Then... Oh, hello. So they're saying they can't reach it, maybe. Is that what they're saying? So, terraforming dumping designation remove. Can they reach this one? Do I right-click on it, maybe? I need to make a ramp to get to it. Start from 3 and go out over the ocean. Okay. So, remove that. Start from 3 and then go out over the ocean. So from here, like that. Aha! Yellow. It wasn't yellow before. Aha, they're moving. Okay. So, right. I figured green meant good. Here we go. They're filling up with trash. Or rubbish, sorry. Okay. There we go. And then they dump it there. Okay. I see. Look at that. I see. So the materials you're dumping, you're dumping. You're actually terraforming the land. Ah, does that mean, I wonder if you mine off a section, you can dump it like over here and build a hill or a crater or something? Okay. The ocean demands plastic, and we will provide. Okay. So build a trading dock. Alright then. So buildings, housing, trading dock. Allows trading of various goods with villages on the world map. Requires 100 wood. Alright. Stick it there maybe. No? Yes? Some parts need to be in the ocean. There we go. Right, more wood. Press H. Designate all of this as wood for the chopping, please. Right. We poop in the sea, the fish in the sea eat the poop, and then we eat the fish. It's a virtuous cycle, really. Hi there, Naughty. Captain Planet used to throw people into volcanoes for dumping that much trash into the ocean. Seems a bit extreme. Could, like, find them. You know. Try to cover a policy change, not just murder, okay? Yeah, Captain Planet. What the fucking... I think it's an old joke, isn't it? Like, the fire, wind, water, all their rings that they get, but one of them has the power of heart. I get the impression that seemed a pretty rubbish ability until he eventually got into college. Then all of a sudden, whoa-ho! Alright. He could talk to... Doesn't he mind control people? Is that not what the heart ability does? No? Or am I just misremembering? Did I enjoy Q-sinking one ship after another in Silent Hunter 3? Alas, I bogged off. Lulu demanded rubbies. So I hosted Quebec, and then I went it off to go give Lulu some rubbies. Alright. Okay, research maintenance. Let's have a look. Research bay, start new research project, maintenance. Converts products into maintenance, which are distributed to all machines and buildings. Okay, mechanical parts plus electronics equals maintenance. So I'm guessing like the equivalent of repair kits, maybe? Okay, more wood needed. Q new to the game, Aurelius. He's been playing for hundreds of hours now. Alright. Trading dog built. Alright. There we go. So purchase concrete slabs for iron from the village on the world map. Yeah? Let's go to the world map. Alright. That's where we are then. Home Island. Sorry, pardon me. Oh, okay. So what's this? Reputation increased. I see, yeah. So it is a little bit like Banished. Okay. So... adopt population. Adopt 10 people. Sorry, what was the objective? Something for slabs? The objective was... purchase concrete slabs for iron. Purchase slabs for iron. Slabs. Quick trade. Concrete slabs for iron. Buy 20 concrete slabs. Alright. There we go. So what's that, sorry? A unity. Oh god. We're back in Stellaris again. Okay. Oh, collect rewards for trading. There we go. So collect some slabs. And for waste dumping, collect some slabs and some more construction parts. Okay. Let's see, look at that rubbish that we're dumping. It's alright, it's out of sight, therefore it's out of mind. Research maintenance. Build another assembler to produce mechanical parts. Okay. Right. So let's go to buildings. No, not buildings. Production. Another assembler. And have this one build mechanical parts, so it just takes in iron. There we go. Thank you, Lily Mannon. That's very kind of you, Lily. And thank you, Draco Tram and Anxiety Man. Thank you, Lily. And thank you, everyone, for voting for the next bullshittery last week, by the way. I put up a poll and Valheim won. Thank you, Mad John. Thank you very much, Mad John. There we go. Cool. Please deliver iron slabs. There we go. Good, good. Molten metal. Alright. Have I ever heard of a game called Norland? No, not really. Yes, morality. We need iron slabs for our Zeus turrets. Thank you, Stilek. Naya. Thank you very much, Stilek. What's that there? It's just another direction. Maybe conveyors. Oh yeah, is that a thing we can research? No research. Let's have a look. Start new research. Conveyor belts. Are they a thing then? Basic diesel tools. Construction. Conveyor belts. There's some way away, and it's locked. Okay. Vehicles and mining. Okay. Well, let's just do what the tutorial says for now. Hang on. Oh no, it doesn't specify. Okay, never mind. Start new research. Let's go with vehicles and mining. Start research. So hang on, if I just go down the tech tree a little bit. Research cost. I wonder if the research labs need, a different type of research lab to proceed? Maybe? Guess we'll find out. Alright. So build a maintenance depot. Let's have a look. Maintenance depot. So converts products into maintenance, which is distributed to all machines. So it takes maintenance parts and electronics, which we don't know how to make yet. Alright, we'll stick one here then. Okay. Seeing all these desire... Oh, look, hang on. The desire paths are actually changing. They're going away over time. Yeah, so far so good. And Ninchuka. Feels quite Tropico-esque so far. We've even got settlers over here. But it's not really narrowing in on what they're doing. But trucks driving around feels a bit settlers more than it does Factorio. Settlers? Fucking Tropico/settlers. What happened to the Sons of the Forest video? Stopped in development due to script problems. It was going to be too long. Way too long. Alright, honey. The bed is too comfortable, therefore the floor she will flop on. Okay. There we go. Maintenance complete. Collect some circuits as my reward. Alright. Right. So processing iron ore. Research vehicles and mining. We're working on that now. Okay. So 1 of 4 processing iron ore. Is that different from scrap? So iron scrap, I presume so. So do we have iron ore somewhere? What's in here? Have I ever thought about writing my own video game? Oh yeah, absolutely. I've got many an idea of what I'd like to do, but alas, I don't have the resources nor inclination to actually do that. I spent years in software development. It's a welcome relief to finally be nowhere near it. Alright. Cool. Growing potatoes. We'll just leave that out of the way for now. Right, assembly 1. So these are construction parts, and these are mechanical parts. Might want to do some iron ore mining. Yeah, not a bad idea. So we're working on that. We're working on that now. Food production, power production, waste management, buildings. Presumably mining will become an option once we have the research. All right. I'll tell you one thing though. I feel many years ago I was extremely inspired by watching, by having that moment of incredible, revelation when I played Morrowind for the first time, and seeing a game where all of the individual items, although they weren't being affected by physics, they just were sitting there idly, going into a room and seeing that all the individual knives and forks and the shelves were crammed with an assortment of flowers and herbs and strange, like kwama eggs or whatever they were called. It was a moment of, oh my god, I tell you, I've forever been chasing that moment again. That moment of like, oh, like where you see where gaming is going and you find yourself wowed at the detail. I loved that moment. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I can actually pick up all these pewter forks. Go into the next room and discover that all these things, these books have been placed here with a purpose. To tell a story in a sort of, what is it, like an environmental way. Loved it. Exactly badass. Yes, finally my dream of being a thief and just making sure that the guard has his back turned when I go for that set of glass armor in the ghost gate. Exactly, Triple, yeah. The dumbing down of things should be like, ugh. The devil is in the details with many games. Okay, so, iron and mine. Have we finished the research? Nope, almost done. Let me just, vehicles and mining. Yeah, sorry, for those passing through the stream, welcome everyone. I'm working on Valheim bullshittery. It's only week 1, so I haven't gotten super duper far. I've taken 100 hours of live stream footage and chopped it down into 1 hour. Then I took that 1 hour and I chopped it down to about 35 minutes. Now I'm adding to the 35 minutes and I expect a runtime of around 45 to 50 minutes, which is a bit of a yikes for a bullshittery. So bear with me, big challenges. Not sure how I'll tackle them just yet. But it's a bit of a chunky bastard. Less of a bullshittery, more like an abridged playthrough. Or like a Viking sitcom. So I'm not just sort of sniping individual jokes out of context over the course of years. I'm breaking down a single playthrough of a bunch of Vikings bickering in a longboat. Okay, mining, here we go. So new tutorial. Let's have a look. Mining. You can remove any material from the terrain by mining it with your excavators and add material by dumping it with the trucks. While dumping designations can be placed anywhere on the island, mining designations must be within an area managed by a mine control tower. To modify an area, select a mine control tower and click the Edit Area button. You can customize the area's shape by adding new points to its edges, dragging individual points, or moving the entire area by clicking inside and dragging it. Okay. Trucks and excavators must be assigned to a mine control tower in order for mining to begin. Extractors mine designated terrain, while trucks transport the mine material from the excavators to machines, storages, or any reliable dumping area. Any available dumping area, Excavators mine and load... same thing? Excavators mine and load trucks with mixed materials that must be sorted before any further use. To handle this, build an ore storage plant near the mining operation. Make sure the plant doesn't get clogged with excess dirt or rock. Sharing one sorting plant between multiple mining operations can lead to throughput issues, as it may fill up with one type of material and block others. Okay. Right. Start from the top. So dumping designations, the mining designation. Let's have a look. So I presume there's now a new tab. I presume incorrectly. It's under the terraforming. Mining designation. Okay, mine control tower. Right. Well, presumably I need to know where the resources are first. Surely? So build a vehicle depot, process iron ore. Press L. Oh, look at that. What's that? Oh, little boxes. What do you reckon that is? Coal, maybe? Okay. That's probably glass. What's that? Oil? Oh, sorry. Do you know what this reminds me of? See this here? So back in 2009, I think it was, when Minecraft first became a thing, a bunch of us put up a Minecraft server on on our WoW guild, our then WoW guild. And of course, the trouble is we set up a vanilla server, and over time, the logistics and the whole sort of, what was it called again? You know the machines, those mods with the machines and stuff. They started to become popular, and of course, our server wanted to use them, so we added it to the server. What am I describing? It's like industrial craft or something. Anyway, problem that I'm trying to describe is that you need oil to make these machines run. And we had a server which the World Sea did not have any oil. So I took the time to download the world, went in with the... I learned how to use the Minecraft landscape editing tool, and I went underground and I basically did this. I put down big blobs of oil underneath settlements, in forests, in deserts, just in places where people could explore and find them. And then to indicate where they were, I put just a couple of itty-bitty blips of oil on the surface. You'd have to drill to go find it, of course. And I put a really big one. I literally put it underneath someone's house. And I made the walls of it out of diamond, or at least little bits of diamond as a special sort of, oh my god, there is a massive oil reserve here. And I thought to myself, okay, that will keep my guild sorted for the better part of a few months. They found and extracted all of the oil within 48 hours. And I was like, motherfuckers. Every single node they found, the cheeky bastards. They were like, more please. Right. Anyway, what was I doing? Oil. Right, not oil. These. What is this? That's water. Oh, there's water under there apparently. Calm down, Nestle. Red? What do you reckon that is? I don't know what that is. Okay. White. What is that? Don't know. Limestone, maybe? Thank you, Ofson, and Stelik Naya, and Mad John. Thank you, Ofson, for the 5 subs. That's very kind of you, Ofson. Copper? Do you reckon? Maybe. On the left. Oh, sorry. I'm fucking blind. There is literally a key. Limestone. Okay, limestone. So I'm looking for iron ore. Okay, that is what I want. Right. So mining designation. Ta-da. All right. Yeah, I think I am legally blind. All right. Thank you, Ofson. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you, Ofson. Yeah, I think it worked. Yeah, glad it worked out, the last video. Okay, whoops. Hello. Phone is warbling at me. Okay, so a mind control tower. Here we go. So I guess just here. Right. What is that? Oh, I see. Hang on a minute. Remove that. Remove. Cancel construction. Do we have to turn it this way to face the thing? There we go. Right. Presumably that controls it. Okay. And then they'll come over and build it, I hope. Here they come. Can I follow them, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, things here are fine. Quite a few viewers. Welcome, everyone. Just giving this a go for, so first impressions. First impressions are pretty good, though. First impressions are pretty good. Doesn't feel too lazy. Alright. There we go. Construction underway. Am I done with X4? For now. I did play it for like 3 weeks straight. Mind control tower. Here we go. Right, so I can assign small excavators and pickups. How many pickups? Construct new pickups. Assign 2 available pickups. Okay. Small excavator diesel. None available. Alright. Build a vehicle depot. So I'm guessing this is where we build vehicles, is it? Transport, storage, vehicles. Vehicle depot. Allows building vehicles such as trucks and excavators. Okay. Just go here. Calm down. Is it De Beers? What's the name of that American American truck, or is it combine harvester thing, where they had a huge hissy fit and took legal action. People were repairing their own combine harvesters. John Deere. My mistake. What's De Beers? What am I describing? Are those diamonds? John Deere. De Beers. De Beers. Luxury diamond jeweler. My mistake. I got mixed up. Okay. So, vehicle depot. Let's have a look. So, pickup trucks. Build queue. Okay. Could I please have some small excavators, please? So, what does that require? It says it needs 40 vehicle parts, 20 iron bars, and... sorry, just iron units, and 10 diesel. We should have plenty. Maybe give me 3. Lovely. There we go. How many people do we have? Does it show? Population growth. 0 recently added. Well, I imagine it's a huge fucking sausage fest in here. Do you really think people are going to want to bring women and children to the container housing? Oh, what the fuck? 92. So 2 new people. I'm hoping they've been brought here off the island. Otherwise, you know. This is Timmy. He's 8. Get to work in the construction yard. Interestingly, so you know the show Battlestar Galactica, the remake? There was a small subplot, it was only briefly mentioned in one episode, but I always thought it was kind of interesting, is the fact that over the course of the season, you've got this situation where these people on a spaceship, so this big fleet of spaceships who were the last survivors from a massive nuclear war in which their colonies were annihilated. A big through line of the series is that all of these ships, let's say there's like 100 of them, of these different types, military, water purification, there's even a prison ship that has convicts, which proved to be a point of contention. What do we do with these convicts where every single human life is now important, but oh god, we've got some literal murderers here? You've got all of these ships working together, trying to pool their resources, and some of them are of critical importance. Like, there's only one sewage control ship, space sewage maintenance ship, that sort of stuff. But one of the cool little through lines is that over the course of the Battlestar Galactica series, people stopped caring so much about their original planet of origin, and they started becoming crews, essentially. Like, your life would be dictated by the routine of a particular ship that you work on. And a through line is the fact that someone pointed out, like one of their principal engineers, that because of that, they need some form of upward mobility. Because now they've got this extreme form of sort of like, is it stratification? Where, okay, if you were born onto a waste management ship and you're learning the trade, because obviously you need to, because no one else is there to do it, you're essentially locked in for the rest of your life, regardless of your skills and your talents. You don't have the luxury of getting an education and having a childhood and then being able to choose your own path based on your skill and aptitude or whatever. Yeah, they essentially had like a proto-caste system that was starting to appear. And I always thought, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Like, as a through line to explore, thrown into a survival situation where, oh fuck, is this going to be the prospect for all of my children and their children going forward? Oh, you make the ammo. Oh. Okay, small excavator. Okay. So construct new pickups ×2. Okay, we need those as well. So build a mine control tower near an iron ore deposit, which is what we've done. Assign a small excavator and ×2 pickup. Okay. I presume these are the same as? Yeah, they're all pickups. Okay. Right. Yeah, you passed the butter. Oh my god. Yeah, welcome to the club, pal. I see, we do it here. 1 excavator. Assigned. You love the big sighs that Lulu does every now and again. She's done a lot today. Indeed. Lulu has gone to the park where she gently chased a ball around about 3 or 4 meters at a time, and then I scooped her up, put her in the pram, fed her snacks and pushed her home. She also briefly was held up like a salmon in front of an old lady, because the old lady wanted to know how Lulu was, and Lulu was at my feet behind a wall so the old lady couldn't see her. And Lulu was much kerfuffle about that. She didn't like that. She was like, "Rrr." You pick me up and show me like I'm a salmon. So as you can see, she's knackered. She's had a long day so far. Okay. Right, so off to the mind control tower. Small excavator. This could be kind of, like, over time, if you're seeing, the terrain deform, making huge pits as you mine. And presumably you have to put the debris somewhere. Thank you, Clark the Viking. Thank you very much there, Clark. There we go. Okay, here come the trucks. Yeah. I see, so that's mixed. Gotcha, so dirt, iron ore, and rock. I get you. Cool detail. Hi there, Ruru. Hope you're very well. Right, loose storage. What's this then? Unit storage, solid products, loose products. Okay. 2 different types of storage location. Hang on. So construct a pickup. So 2 of them are under construction. Build an ore sorting location. Ore sorting location. Ore sorting plant. There we go. Does require some power though. Pickup has no compatible sorting plant for mixed cargo. Interestingly, I was doing some background reading a few weeks ago concerning the Hoover Dam in America and how it was constructed. Fascinating stuff. Apparently, the facilities that provided the... I'm not sure what it was exactly, whether or not, I think it was lots of different things. I think the concrete was included in that, lots of different things. But the actual facilities were built in a place where it's now flooded. As in, the reservoir behind the Hoover Dam has just flooded them all. I mean, some of them are becoming visible now, though, as water stresses take more and more of a toll on that region of America. So you can actually find that they're uncovered now. But literally whole sorting plants, massive facilities, were just reclaimed by the water. We're not talking like a few ancient ruins and some old lodges back from like 18 whatever. Modern infrastructure. Thank you, A Typical Puppet. Thank you very much, A Typical Puppet. Yeah, not reclaimed, just claimed, yeah. I misspoke. Yeah, that's where you hide the bodies. Oh yes, of course, you need to keep researching. Good shout. So let's go over and research something else. Begin new research. Basic concrete, what's that? A beacon? What is a beacon? Strong lights help other refugees to find your island and join you. It's got a sort of post-apocalyptic vibe, but it's not post-apocalyptic. Oh look, planning tools. Captain's office. Your own office, of course. We've got to add that to the queue immediately. I need an office. El Presidente needs an office. Shit. No, don't put a dumping zone here. There we go. Shit. Fuck. There we go. Thank you, Cylin. Cylin D. Lanet. Wait. Cylin D. Lanesi. Thank you, Lanesi. Cylin D. Lanesi. And thank you, A Typical Puppet before that. Ore sorting plants needs to be assigned with products. There we go. So the ore sorting plant. Here we go. So iron ore, dirt, rock. Do we see separate piles? Let's have a look. Probably not. Oh, look at that. Okay. I see. So does that get filled up? I want to watch this. So add product to sort. Okay. I want add product to sort. Enable enable iron recipe that uses iron ore in the blast furnace. Okay. Thank you, Dark Youngling. Oh, it added them automatically, did it? Okay. Wait, we haven't constructed a new pickup truck. Let's go figure out why. New excavator is ready. Oh, there we go. They're being worked on now. Yeah, shame about the lack of collision detection. There is a slight smear on it, I think. It's one of those things that really adds a lot. Okay, please, yeah, the 2 excavators, two pickup trucks. Yeah, so far so good, Valkyra. It's of course feeling very Tropico, but not quite. It's not just aping Factorio again. I'm seeing distinct resources. Moreover than that, the thing that's impressing me the most is the fact that, again, the devil is in the details with this style of game. It's easy to just go, okay, box, number go up, move to another box, number go up. But the fact that we're seeing separate individual items that I can look at the truck and go, okay, look, that's a separate item with its own texture. This is its separate output with its own unique way of handling the item. I can see that those are logs, for example, you know? Those little details make or break a logistics game like this. Yeah. It seems now we're getting into terraforming the land, which seems interesting. Yeah, so... Wait, is that... Look, even that's a different colour from the mixed aggregate that we saw before. Because that's just iron ore, isn't it? Yeah. So what happens if he digs, mixture... Yeah, soil and... Oh, look, fuck me! Look, it's actually different. It doesn't just go bloop and changed into okay, that's just a mixed goods. Yeah, I mean, sorry, some people might be rolling their eyes and saying, why is this important? But again, it's just attention to detail matters a lot for this. Because when you zoom out like this and you worry about the big picture, you are long past worrying about the little details. And the little details are your hook at the beginning. They're the soul of it. Okay. Wait, did I build a third one accidentally? I might have done. Whoops, I guess I did. Yeah. It's all part of the flavour of it. So far, so good. I mean, yeah, again, the lack of collision detection is a bit... Ugh. Alright. Yeah, the desire paths are also kind of cool. Seeing all these little paths that look at that, it's cool. Yes, your settlement will grow and shrink organically. Yes, good shout. Whoop, I'm sorry, I burped there. How is the sewage production? So where are we dumping all the waste? Is it just going into the water? Yeah, I guess just going into the... Well, it's just building up here, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so... ore mining. Yeah, we've got some rewards. Some, different parts. Okay, so enable an iron recipe that uses iron ore in one of your blast furnaces. So metal caster. Here's a blast furnace. Okay, so output is full. Molten ore is full. Coal, iron, scrap. Set recipe. Oh my god. You can... right, you can give them multiple inputs. Okay. So please take iron ore and coal. Right. Neat. We should probably expand this, shouldn't we? Okay. Why not? Expand it right there. Smelting. Blast furnace. Maybe I can copy. Control C. I can. Lovely. Lovely. Make 3 of them. Same deal. Actually, no, don't do that. Remove that. Can I do this? I can. Lovely. Okay. And then storage. So let's have a look. So storage, unit storage. So those are, bits of iron, aren't they? So let's go here, I guess. I mean, is there I did see conveyor belts, but I think they're a way away, aren't they? So maybe just put it there temporarily, expecting it to arrive later. For now, it's probably just trucks, isn't it? There we go. Good, good. That's power, isn't it? Electricity. Okay. Oh, do you reckon, fish? Collision detection will make it struggle later. Yeah. Still, it's just a bit of a, ugh, you know. Have the RAM prices affected my workflow or process in general in any way? No, not really. My computer thus far is able to handle what I do. Obviously in a few years when I need the next upgrade, I'm sure I'll be complaining, like everyone. Where do the workers live? In a bunch of containers right now, which seems kind of gross. Right. Not enough workers, okay. So not enough workers. Right, so what do we do? Housing, buildings, trading dock, housing, food markets. Okay. Housing. Primitive housing for 80 people made of shipping containers. Housing can be attached to an existing settlement to become part of it and benefit from all the nearby provided services such as food, or it can be placed independently to establish itself as a new settlement. In that case, you need to attach it with a service module. Can one simply upgrade this? So they're mostly eating potatoes, entirely eating potatoes. Okay, so I guess I just need to put down more housing. There we go. Okay. Yes, probably, no doubt a research thing. So we're currently working on the captain's office, which is a very important thing, I feel. There we go. Okay, yeah, we need more workers. I see, so 8 workers apiece. So it's like a meta stat. You're not really seeing, it's not like Tropico where you physically see them walk around. Make a beacon for more growth. Oh, I see, is that how we bring them? Right. Abandoned communications satellite. We're about halfway through deconstructing it. Okay. Research lab. Yeah, we'll wait until that's done. Cool. What's she doing? Yeah, she's fine. She just flopped. Yeah, so the game plan today, folks, is I need to continue Valheim editing. Before I do, I need to make an excuse to actually go to the damn shops. I looked at my car, and it's actually covered in cobwebs. I'm like, ugh. So I need to go to the damn shops. I need to start buying some proper food. I've been eating lots of pasta. I also need to work out. I do, you're right, it is Friday. I need to go work out. I went for a jog on Wednesday, and then I yelled at some kids. Thank you, Fishy Fish Fry. The trouble is I probably won't have the time to do both, frankly, after this stream. Both work out and go to the shops, go food shopping, and get on with the editing before the evening stream. Maybe do one tomorrow. Maybe work out tomorrow. Right. Why did I yell at the kids? Yell at the kids. Oh, fuck. I keep finding broken glass on a bench in the park, and every time I go sit down on it, there's broken glass on the floor, and I tried to sort of pick it up to stop it from going in Lulu's paws. I watched 2 kids, they had to be probably around between the ages of 11 to 13, walk up to the bench when I was jogging on Wednesday, and one of them in their hand had one of those bottles of Japanese soft drink with the little marbles in them. Ramoon or something? And he walked up to the bench and he started trying to shatter it on the bench. And I presume he's collecting the marbles. So I just politely told him not to do that. You're shattering glass all over the bench. And obviously dogs are in this park. You're just putting glass on the floor. And he got a bit flippant about it. And of course, when I jogged around the park and came round again, the bench wasn't covered in glass, but it was covered in all the rubbish that they just thrown onto the floor. Because fuck it, I guess. The bottles and the wrappers and these little, the little wrappers of the little stick things. You open them up, it's got like sweet confectionery sticks that you dip into the chocolate. Like a dipping stick of cheese, but with chocolate instead. So I took a moment to pick it all up and take it to the nearby bin, which was about 30 meters away. Less than 30 meters, just over the road. Punks. Thank you, Build It, Blast It. Thank you very much, Build It. Okay. Yeah, you know the ones, the little Nutella dipping things, Cobra. Alright. Okay, hang on a minute. So the ore sorting plant. Look at that. Okay, so that fills up then, does it? Gives me like black and white vibes with the grain in the granary. Okay. I see. Is that the input? Okay. The product is not assigned to any output port. Is it not? Okay. Presumably conveyor belts will let me do that. Maybe. Okay. Ah, there we go. Housing has been built. Looks like shit. Right. Fun fact, they put bins every 25 meters in Disney World because they worked out how far people are willing to carry rubbish to a bin. Solved their litter problem. Yeah. Makes sense. There we go. Yeah, doing some background reading about Disney stuff is always quite fascinating. Like their park logistics and how it all works with the underground tunnels and stuff. Like from the perspective of actually like things like crowd control and management. It's just interesting. In fact, sorry, I know I talk about her a lot, but her videos are actually genuinely fascinating. There's a YouTuber called Jenny Nicholson, or maybe Jenny Nichols. She's very popular. You probably know her just as much as you know me. But she was, so she really, really likes theme parks. She's big on theme parks and goes to see this theme park or this theme park. I think she actually worked at Disneyland briefly, she said. Anyway, but yeah, some of those videos are just fascinating. Where they talk about all these different elements of things that work and things that don't. Yeah, definitely give a look in. She does like she's got extremely sort of scathing deadpan delivery on many of the jokes in the script, which is great. Yeah, do recommend. So Jenny Nichols or Jenny Nicholson. If you're going to start somewhere, start with the Galactic Star Cruiser, the Disney Galactic Star Cruiser. She did a breakdown of their sort of LARP hotel that they did, and it's fucking brilliant. Just a scathing critique on it and how, just how they bad planning, just all over. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, seriously, it's 4 hours long, but I'm glued to the screen. I've seen it like 3 times already. One of the funniest moments in it is that they had like dinner. There's a dinner show, so the whole idea is that you remain seated, eat your food, and are entertained with the show. And despite that, of all of the seats in the entire room where they could have accidentally stuck the YouTuber doing a breakdown, secretly, she wasn't doing it openly. She was secretly doing like a secret manager type thing. They stick her on the chair behind a decorative pole. So she can't see anything. The whole show. It's like accidental comedy of errors. And occasionally, like you see the dancer appear down the side of the pillar, then disappear down the other side of the pillar. Then she walks down the stage, through the crowd, and then stands behind another pillar. Right, so I'm losing the plot a bit. What am I meant to do? Collect reward. Here we go. Iron ore. Yeah, good. Okay, process iron ore. 30 out of 24. Okay, so it's going here. Right, and then I presume it's being taken by the trucks over here. Let's have a look. Okay, sweet. So how is it coming from here then? Okay, 66%. So we're just stripping, are we? And then it will all just be iron ore. Okay. So no products assigned. So please fill this entirely with iron, please. There we go. What does the green indicate? Trucks keep full if under. Output to belt pipes only if above. Okay, hang on. Maybe I should get a few more pickup trucks. Look at them. Ah, yes. The young pickup trucks follow the mother excavator as she makes her way to the feeding ground. Okay. Oh, it's a tree harvester. Sorry, it's not an excavator. Kant says, since you know that I like videos, that I've made videos about game design, have I seen videos about Oliver playing Minecraft? No. I'll put a pin in that. Thank you, Canthes. About Oliver. I love those little details. That's cool. Did I upgrade my coal production? Good shout. Are we getting choked on the coal production? 6, 12. Wait, are these separate recipe chains? I think they are, aren't they? I think we're okay. We need employees. That's what we need. So Captain's office is being researched. Okay. When it's done. Yeah, I'm liking the... Oh, look at that. Fuck off. No. Is that really showing the actual resource that's being stockpiled? Like on the side? On these stacks? Oh my god! I mean, it makes it seem weird because, you know, just like from a sort of immersion, like, we're building a storage building where we're going to store the resources. Just stick them outside the storage building. But still, no, that's great. Sorry, holy shit. Yeah, attention to detail. Love it. It's not like doing the Settlers fucking 6 thing, or whatever it's called, where they fucking, oh, just go inside the building, then the number go up. Yeah. Good. Good. So presumably, if I go as a test, storage, unit storage, stick one here, right? Captain's office is now ready to be built. Nope. So hang on, do that there, and then new product assigned. What's something distinctive? Let's say, we even have any rubber? Vehicle parts, construction slabs. Click electronics. I don't even know what electronics look like. Yeah, wood. We know what wood looks like. We've seen wood. Okay. Okay, so yeah, thing at the top, so you can see on a quick glance, okay, what is that storage site? And then also on a quick glance, you can be like, okay, I can see that it's full or not full. Oh yeah, loose storage. Yeah. Let's have a look. Loose storage. Put one of those, right? Here they come. Yeah, look at that. Look. Okay, so those are just literally crates with electronic things on them. But still, look at that. Love it. This is what I want. Okay. Oh yeah, trains are a thing. I saw on the trailer. Trains are a thing in this game. And I presume conveyor belts soon, because they're on the research list. Okay. Yeah, I like trains. Okay, so hang on. Under construction. Then loose. Let's store... Oh my god, potatoes. Alright then. So presumably it's like a layer, layer will go up or down. Where are the potatoes? The potatoes are 81 potatoes. We have 81 potatoes in the output. There we go, potatoes. Hey. 81 potatoes incoming. Alright. Okay. Thank you, Avajda. Thank you, Avajda. Alright. Yeah, it is. You're right, isn't it? Yeah. Pop down a PNG. Yeah, it's got a little bit of weight to it, but yeah. Potatoes PNG. Okay. Thank you, Avajda and Sleth. Thank you very much. Yes, sorry, I keep forgetting about the new research. So wait, conveyor belts, where are they? How far away are they? They are still a way away. Beacons, then. We need more workers. Right. And looking at the time, I do need to wrap up momentarily because I do need to go to the shops to go food shopping. To go get some bits, really. Make a curry or something. Oh, look at that. Okay, so being processed through there. Yeah. Okay. Neat. Oh, look at that. Look, it's actually cutting holes in the hill as we're digging. So wait, what happens if... What's the command again? Look at that. So press L. So that's the... Oh, gonna get rid of the terrain inspector. Terrain grid. Mining and... There we go. Look at that. So do these go down as we
As in, is this the amount that's there, maybe? Okay. And depth as well. Neat. What's that there? Extra bit on top of that. What does that mean? Dunno. What is that? What does that mean, sorry? What does the grey thing mean? That's rock. I see. So it means you've got to keep digging down until you find it. I'm with you. Ah. I see. Interesting. So wait, is that also represented with the groundwater? No. I see. Dig through rock, find whatever that is. That is quartz. What's that over there? We've got some rock, shit ton of rock, and then beneath it is groundwater, I'm guessing? What's in the middle? Oh wow, the impact crater. It's lots of... titanium? Titanium. A titanium asteroid with copper? Question mark? No, uranium. Oh my god, uranium. Rare as fuck on the surface of the Earth. Alright. Neat. I've lost the settlement. There we are. Right. Cool. Yeah, a bit of a challenge. You need to make a ramp to get there. Or cut through, maybe? Possibly? Not sure. Alright then. What are you doing? Just, yeah, logging. Think they need more trees. Yeah, we've got 0 trees. Okay, so we'll assign the next area to chop down. This, please. Off you go. In search of new prey, the tree cutter goes, being followed by its young. Right. Research the beacon. Okay, we'll put down a beacon. But yes, looking at the time, I do need to bog off in a moment. Alright. Ouch. Ah, sorry, clicked my fingers, it was weird. Didn't hurt, just was weird. Is my voice low? Sorry. Right. So there we go, 72%. So yeah, we've almost finished removing that. Yeah, I should probably just get some storage locations down, as many as I can, just to stockpile things. All right, beacon is ready. Let's have a look. So transportation, storage, housing, services, beacon. So strong light helps other refugees to find your island and join you. This can help you get more workers for some extra. What did that say? And some extra starting loot. Loot. Oh yeah, we should definitely keep trading with the other settlements. Okay. Not sure what we really need. Well, wood maybe. So wood for what? Wood for copper. Donate. Reputation. Okay, we'll look into that later. Yeah, it didn't really grab me, Notorious Gus. It felt too basic. Dyson Sphere, I mean. Okay. There we go. One beacon. Expected 14 refugees in less than 3 months. Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. So far, so good, though. Forgive me, folks. I'm going to leave it there because that was a couple of hours, and I do have lots of work to do today. But thank you for being here. Thank you, Psycho and Sleth, for subbing. Thank you, all of you. Right. No, so far so good. Interesting. It feels like it's distinguished. It almost feels like a little bit settler, a little bit tropico at first. But yeah, I think we're going to get into sort of like industrial. I'm loving the attention to detail with its industrial elements. Yeah, much more so than just a bunch of containers with a slightly different PNG on them. Yeah. Yeah, much more complex as well. So far so good. And yeah, we'll see how the mining goes with the terraforming. Okay. Right. I'll catch you later. First, yeah, I need to hop into the car, go and get some, go get some chicken to make a curry or something. It's been a while since I've had a nice curry. So yeah, got to go buy some food while the supermarket is relatively quiet before the school rush and the weekend begins. Then, when I get back, I'll be working on Valheim bullshittery for the rest of the day. Oh, look, potatoes. I'll be working on Valheim bullshittery until later this evening, where I'll do something, not sure what. Maybe some Rising Storm, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, right. Thank you, all of you. Dog. I'll catch you later. Give it a save. Hang on. There we go. Right. Is anyone streaming? Let's have a look. Da-da-da-da-da. Whoops. No, there we go. Who's streaming? Let's have a quick look. Right. Quite a few people are streaming. Umlaut, Edberg, Jinx, Bavon, Alistair, and Sam are all people that I follow who are currently streaming. In which case, I will leave you in the company of... what's Bavon doing? I'll leave you with Bavon. Bavon over here is doing what? He's currently doing his GTA role-playing server. He seems to be a big muscular man who is currently pointing at some police officers. So he's having some sort of altercation. Thank you again. See you soon, folks.
Oh, fuck me.
How are you?
I thought you were waiting for one, not two.
No, we're not.
Oh, my fuel's done.
Okay, your fuel's done. I'm just letting you know, this is a felony traffic stop. Please pick